because it teaches your daughter, maybe that's what men do. Men hit their wives and their wives take it. It teaches your son, oh, if you were a real man, you would be hitting your girlfriend. It's just entirely too crazy. That's why we have church on Sunday. Go and pray. Go do something. But quit beating up on the people that are trying to put up with you. Because a lot of people won't, and we don't know how to shoot. And so I would definitely shot a couple of because it wouldn't happen. I responded because I am very proud actually to be a native Tennessean, because Tennessee is a great state and it's a lot of fun. And Tennessee was important because they did stand for the Union. And no matter what other division. And union is important because whatever the United States is going to be, this 2014, we still have a lot of work to do because we're still running around. And I'm very disappointed in our president because I know the Republicans disappointed him for one reason, I'm disappointed for another. We knew he was colored when we elected him, so he didn't have that didn't surprise anybody. So he doesn't have to try to prove that he's even-handed. He has to try to prove that he's going to get done something for the people that did something for him. And this last election to me, and I'm not having, I mean, I am having this discussion, but I don't have to like that. No, it made me angry because, damn it, you're the president. And he said, well, they didn't want me out there. Who cares? They didn't want you anything. Your mama might not have wanted you, as far as I know. What I know is that you're the president, and you're supposed to go out and get the vote out. You're supposed to do your job. Because right now, we have too many poor people who have too many, they're not going to have jobs. We have schools that don't have money, that somehow or another tuition goes up while help for the student goes down. We're not looking at any kind of, what are we doing for the inner cities? What are we doing for the people? What are we doing for housing? There are things to be done. And we elected somebody that we thought was going to at least do something liberal and something meaningful. And you kids have got to go forward in doing that. We need, and there's nothing wrong with your governor, but we need a governor, we need mayors, we need city councilmen, we need people. We need people to stand up for the people. And there's just no reason. The best thing to do with any money is give it to poor people, because they spend it. Rich people put it away. No, you give a poor person $1, they can spend $1.50 all day long. Everybody knows that. I'm not just telling you something. We have to put money into the hands of poor people. You need a car, and we need electric cars. You need clothes. I don't know what you need. You need good food. And whatever life gives you, do not drink cheap wine. I don't care how poor you get. Never. Cheap wine is a bad idea. Just don't do it. You gotta be a snob about something. I'm a native Tennessean. I was born there. During the age of segregation, when you couldn't go to the same amusement park or the same movie theater, when the white guys would cruise up and down the street and call out to you, when the black guys were afraid of being lynched. But we went to church each Sunday and we sang a precious song. And we found a way not to survive. Anything can survive, but to thrive and believe and hope. I'm a native Tennessean. I was born there. But I was only 2 months old when my mother and father took my sister and me to Cincinnati during the age of segregation, when Dow drug stores wouldn't save us, when neighborhoods were redlined. But at least mommy could get a job teaching and daddy could get a job behind a desk. And after all, if you are a college graduate, that's the least you can expect. Though the Pullman porters took us south each summer and watched over us with an unfailing faith and got us from there to here. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee. I was born there, in the only state in rebellion that didn't have to undergo reconstruction, in the volunteer state that sent as many from one side as another, in an area where, if I just have to have a car breakdown, I would prefer any holler to any city neighborhood, but there was no work and no way, and the chronic anguish that flared would chase us to Ohio. We were not Liza crossing the river, just 4 people, 2 in love and 2 who were loved, who needed to put a rest to the rage. But the rage stayed, and someone had to go. I chose me, but I was born there, so the going was a-coming. I'm a native Tennessean. I take no joy in Davy Crockett nor Jim Bowie. They were wrong to be at the Alamo. They were wrong to fight for the theft. I loved James Agee. I loved Thunder Road, though I, a native Tennessean, was not allowed to play a bit part when the crew came to town to film the movie. Ingrid Bergman and Anthony Quinn came to take a walk in the spring rain. And despite it all, I like Andrew Jackson. At least he knew the big guys were wrong. I'm a native Tennessean. I graduated Fisk University in Nashville. I know that the freedmen paid for that school. Nobody gave them anything. Pennies and nickels and prayer and determination. The freedmen paid for it, and many others. I know the American Missionary Society took the money the Jubilee Singers made to save Fisk and used it for other purposes. I know the American Missionary Society was wrong. I was educated by the singers of those songs. I love those songs. How could I not love Nashville? How could I not love Dinah Shore? who invited the Jubilee Singers to sing at the Grand Ole Opry. Then they had to hear those rumors. She sang on, sang until she saw the USA in her Chevrolet. I once saw her on a plane. I was going to the cabin. She was in first class. I said, hey. She smiled and said, hey, Dak. When I got Georgia on my mind, I rode the Chattanooga Choo-Choo to Lookout Mountain. I saw Memphis and was enchanted. From the mighty Mississippi gracefully turning all red to Bill Street beats at midnight. All those blues from so many bloods. Decided to turn my blues to Memphis gold. W.C. Handy, Bobby Blue Bland, B.B. King, the late great Johnny A. Stacks and stacks of music. American music. The Athens of the South held Tennessee music, but Memphis put the tears to the lonely and cross over. Everybody wants to rock to my rhythm. I am Memphis. I heard the shots that took Martin. I know who killed the king. I'm a native Tennessean. I know what it is to be free. I am singing the country blues. I am whittling a wooden doll. I'm underground mining coal. I am running moonshine. I'm a white boy with a banjo, native to West Africa. I'm a black boy with a twang, native to the hills. I am smart, I am cool, I am unafraid, I am free. Yeah, I'm a native Tennessean.